Hello and welcome to week 4 of the NFL season. A couple of questions on the docket today. Can the Buccaneers pull their biggest victory against their strongest opponent in franchise history and improve to 4-0? Who will win the battle of unbeatens down in Cleveland? And will Houston stave off an upset by the winless Bengals? Find out next on Retro Football Knowledge. Let's go ahead and get this week 4 highlight series kicked off. We're going to turn it over to the NFL Today studios and Brent Musburger.
Live in New York, I'm Brent Musburger. The highest and the lowest of by far the most exciting Sunday of this young season. Well, it was Minnesota in overtime. Tommy Kramer pulling out with the ball, wants Rashad. With one hand, he pulls it down, breaks a tackle in overtime, and dashes into the end zone, a 50-yard touchdown. Another wild game with San Diego and New England. San Diego, of course, one of the 6 unbeaten teams in the NFL coming into this season. Here they were, matched against the Patriots. Sam the Bam Cunningham out of USC. Slams for the touchdown. It was 7-0. Then it was Don Calhoun in for the Patriots, and they opened up a 14-0 lead. Dan Fouts, one of the toughest quarterbacks in the game. And John Jefferson, his wide receiver, is there. It's a 20-yard scoring strike as they tried to rally. Clarence Williams, from out of nowhere for San Diego, scored once. Then it was Grogan, looking for his tight end, Russ Francis. This made it 27-14. San Diego scored again as Williams came right back, 27-21. Chargers had a chance to win it, and they dropped a pass.
Thanks, Brett. Meanwhile, down in Cincinnati, the winless Bengals taking on the Houston Oilers. The Oilers, although they're 2-1 right now, they've been struggling, while the Bengals at 0-3 have just been beside themselves all season long. We're going to pick up action with Houston's first possession to start the game. Dan Pastorini dropping back, throws, and just a bad throw. Intercepted by Dick Duran, who takes it to the 45-yard line of Houston. And right off the bat, the Bengals do a few firsts here. Dick Duran's first interception of the year. You can see here Pastorini with a pump fake. I don't know if the receiver ran the wrong route or he just threw the wrong route. Either way, it looked like it was right to Dick Duran, who's able to take it to the 45-yard line. That is the Cincinnati Bengals' first interception of the 1979 NFL season, which is a big deal, obviously, when you're this late in the season. So, they get the ball to the throwing Samoan. Their quarterback, Jack Thompson. Under center, Bengals first drive, trying to make something happen in the first quarter for the first time all year. They put man in motion. This throwing Samoan drops back and hits Don Ross right off the bat for a big first down. A nice, simple 12-yard completion. And something to know here, Don Ross, he already has 10 catches this season, and the young man is from the University of Houston. So the Bengals have the ball first and goal from the 1-yard line. Remember, this is their first drive of the first quarter. Nice T formation set. You're going to notice a pattern here. Hand off to Pete Johnson into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Not only is it the first touchdown in the first quarter of the 1979 season for the Cincinnati Bengals, but it's their first lead of the 1979 NFL season for the Cincinnati Bengals. A big deal all the way around, and the Bengals fans are loving it. After the Oilers punted twice and the Bengals punted once, Cincinnati gets the ball back again. Jack Thompson under center, drops back, looks, throws deep, has his main deep target, Billy Brooks, and no one wants to see this. Your heart breaks when you see a guy start to hobble and then grab his knee right after the catch. He's gone. That's a touchdown, ladies and gentlemen. You can see here, he catches the football, he gets his foot down, he plants. Now he's got his leg hyperextended, so he tries to overcompensate, and then, unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, he tore his ACL. Billy Brooks will be done for the 1979 season. Bengals, again with the ball inside the 5. T formation. Once again, they're going to look to Charlie Alexander this time. Easy walk-in touchdown for Cincinnati. The Bengals now hold a 14-0 lead. Set up by the Billy Brooks play. 14-zip. Pastorini, nice play action. Tries to throw deep. Again, it's intercepted. Again, this time, although he was under duress, it's Dick Duran again, the Bengals safety. That's his second of the day, and the Bengals once again are within striking distance of the Houston Oilers. So, the Bengals on that same drive Jack Thompson, under center, dropping back. Nice play action. Does not see the man coming. Jesse Baker just pounds Ted Washington pounds him into the turf, and it creates a 3rd and 17. So, 3rd and 17, Jack Thompson's got to make something happen. The Bengals have a 14-0 lead. They got to turn this turnover into points. Pocket collapse, and now Jesse Baker gets the sack. And we're going to take a look at this play. I want you to focus mainly on the Bengals' interior offensive line. No one really holds their blocks. You could see that Baker slips off of the one defender. The second guy doesn't even, or the offensive lineman, the second guy doesn't even try to block him. It was just an utter collapse of a pocket. So after the teams trade punts, Cincinnati driving again. Jack Thompson dropping back, looking, throws. Nice little completion over the middle to Griffin. Griffin down inside the 5 and down inside the 1-yard line. Just a great run after the catch by Archie Griffin of the Cincinnati Bengals. The fans are loving it. They're up 14-0. The crowd is going crazy. You can see Jack Thompson here dropping back. He's looking through all of his reads. The line's giving him good time. A nice little flutter pass to Archie Griffin. Leads him away from contact, and he goes down inside the 1. Now, the Bengals would score another 1-yard touchdown run by Pete Johnson to go up 21-0. So the ensuing kickoff, Houston running back, turns upfield. Fumble! He got it stripped, and it's recovered by the Bengals. Unbelievable. Richard Alexander fumbles, and the Bengals recover, and the Houston Oilers are falling apart. At that point, Houston has to be wondering what in the world is going on. Houston holds. Chris Barr hits a 52-yard field goal to make it 24-0. Pastorini under center, dropping back, throws. Nice little completion to Barber. Barber gets the first down and more, goes up, bumps into the ref, checks to see if the ref is okay, but he's a man's man. He puts his hat back on, and it's right back to business. So, now, coming up, the Bengals are going to force a 3rd and 11 for the Houston Oilers. Dan Pastorini, under center. He's trying to make something happen now. He knows the Oilers need to get something on this drive. He drops back, looks, throws a nice deep pass, and it is caught for a touchdown to Kenny Burroughs. What a catch by 00 Kenny Burroughs, the Oilers' main man over the years, and he comes up big again for a Houston TD. This is just a perfect pass by Dan Pastorini, an unbelievable concentration by Kenny Burroughs. Pastorini launches a nice deep pass, splits 2 defenders, one guy coming over the top. Burroughs holds onto it and gets the touchdown. Perfect pass between Lewis Breeden and Dick Geron 24-7. Back come the Bengals. Jack Thompson trying to get away. Houston rushes too much, sacked for a 3rd time by Jesse Baker again of the Houston Oilers. Now, this would lead to a punt. Tony Fritsch, a 43-yard field goal, 24-10. Opening kickoff of the second half. The Bengals get the ball, a little bit of a slip. Nice recovery. Turns it upfield. Go. Fumble! Unbelievable. A fumble. Big hit by Boobie Clark. And the Oilers recover by Carter Hartwig in particular. And the Oilers, down 24-10, are in striking distance. Unbelievable mistake. The Oilers then begin to drive, and who do they go to when they need a good, quick, easy score? They go to their man, Earl Campbell, rumbling, bumbling, stumbling for a big gain, putting the Oilers in prime position. Again, they're down 24-10. They're going to go to their main man. Earl Campbell had a monster day today. This, an easy walk-in touchdown, his easiest run of the day, makes it 24-17 Cincy, and the Oilers have been roaring back in this game, and the Bengals seem to be falling apart. Meanwhile, Houston gets the ball back, hits Mike Barber again over the middle, and a touchdown-saving tackle by Breeden. Big play, huge gain. What is going on? Well, I'll tell you what's going on. It's not that the Bengals are playing soft. It's that Dan Pastorini is reading the zone better now than he was in the first quarter, and he's getting time. This is a perfect throw into what we call a cover 2 beater. It's a post route. On cover 2, you normally cover the corners. He's wide open in the middle. Big first down. Now, 2 plays later, Pastorini under center, barking out signals, drops back, looking, finds, there he is, Rich Castor, easy touchdown, Houston. Nice and simple. Just reads the defense and makes it look all too easy. It is 24-all right now in Cincinnati. Incredibly, the Bengals have blown a 24-0 lead against the Houston Oilers. They've done this before. So, Tony Fritsch sets up for a 47-yard field goal late in the game. We're now late in the third quarter. Kick is up, and good. Tony Fritsch is so good. The Steelers, I believe he was with the Steelers. Wherever he was from, he's been a solid kicker for him. So the Bengals need to get something going. Jack Thompson, nice little screen pass to Archie Griffin. Good block set up to the outside. Big run, runs over a defender. Huge play right there. That is going to lead to a Chris Barr 47-yard field goal attempt of his own. So it's 27-24 Oilers. Surely Chris Barr, who hit a 52-yarder, has got this from 47 yards out. Sets up. He's ready. Ball is snapped. Down, kick, and missed it. Wide right. The Bengals missed it. Incredibly, it's still 27-24. Now we go to the fourth quarter, and the Cincinnati Bengals are driving again at the Houston 34-yard line. Third down, actually from midfield. Nice throw. Big interception right there. Big interception. He dropped back all the way to midfield. It was a nice, lofty throw. And you can't try flea flickers like this. Gary Bingham gets the interception. So the Bengals get the ball back after another stop. They throw. Nice completion to Ross. Now the Bengals need to make something happen. Their defense held. So they get themselves into field goal range again, this time from 55 yards out. Chris Barr has missed a 47-yarder and hit a 52-yarder. Now his longest field goal of the year from 55 yards out. Snap, kick, up, and look at that thing. Tailback in between the uprights. From 55 yards out, the Bengal crowd goes nuts. It's 27-all in Cincy. So Houston has got to make something happen. They've got one more shot at it before overtime. They can win it in regulation, but the Bengal fans, they're feeling it. The Bengals have all the momentum. Houston needs a score. So who do they go to? They go to their man, Earl Campbell. Handoff, 5-yard pickup. That's a big 5-yard pickup on first down. So the Oilers, milking the clock and driving. That's the goal right now for Houston. Under center. They're going to go to their man again. Earl Campbell takes it, cuts it up outside, makes a guy miss, turns it upfield, doesn't go out of bounds, stays in bounds, then goes out of bounds for a nice 10-yard gain. The Oilers right now are in prime position. Now they just need a big play from their either Earl Campbell or Dan Pastorini, get themselves in field goal range, and they've got this thing won. Pastorini drops back, nice throw over the middle, complete. That's another first down to Barber. So now they're chugging the ball up the field. They're taking time off the clock. This is not your traditional 2-minute drill, but you see Pastorini is struggling from that hit. They don't want to call a timeout. They're going to let time tick. Pastorini gets the signals. He's letting his guys know, let's go to the line, let's go. Now they're hurrying it up. That's not bad strategy. It's not a bad strategy. They're taking time off the clock. They know they've got a timeout in their hip pocket. They just got to get one big completion over the middle, and they're going to go ahead and win this thing. They don't need to hurry. They don't need to hurry. And Pastorini does a great job of orchestrating this chaotic-looking puddle. Throws over the middle. Big completion, dropped. That is a killer with 1:12 to go. Houston will not move the ball. Kenny Burroughs doesn't drop very many of them, and the Oilers are going to be forced to punt. So that's going to eventually mean that the Bengals will also run out time, and now we go to overtime. Several possessions into overtime for both teams, and Chris Barr had missed a 32-yard field goal early. So they give it to Earl Campbell, outside, big run, big gain, outside, huge pickup. You can see here, once he gets the ball, he knows he's immediately going outside because the Bengals were pinching in. So he bounces it outside, uses his stiff arm. Camera angle's a little foggy, but he picks up a huge gain and sets up the Oilers big time. The Oilers were going to go ahead and kick the field goal. But the Oilers aren't having it. They've got Earl Campbell. You see their 33 carries for 156 yards. They don't need to worry about it. They want to make sure that they can get a little bit closer. So they give it to Campbell again up the middle. There's another 2-yard gain. So now he has 34 attempts for 158 yards. They're still not kicking the field goal. Bengals jump off sides, pitch out, Earl Campbell hit, fumble, Bengals recover, drive is over, but remember the offsides by the Bengals? Huge mistake by Cincinnati, moves them 5 yards closer. Russ Browner jumps off sides. You see it right there. At this point, Bum isn't messing around. He's going to send in the field goal unit. Tony Fritsch has to come out now, surely. And he does. Tony Fritsch sets up a 29-yard field goal attempt for the win. The snap, the hold, the kick, doinked in. He doinked it in from 29 yards out. The Oilers win it with a doink. Houston wins it 30-27. They stave off the upset from the winless Bengals down in Cincinnati in a overtime thriller. Again, the Oilers win it 30-27 and narrowly escape defeat. We're going to throw it back to Brett Musburger and the NFL Today studios. Brett?
Another wild game. Pittsburgh against Baltimore. The Steelers bruised, battered, and bleeding, and somehow they always find a way. Watch Bradshaw under pressure from the Colts. Avoid the rush. Wants Lynn Swann. Batted in the air. Nasby Glasgow with the interception, and after a field goal, the Colts lead it by 3. Swann gone with an injury. Bradshaw, good protection. 2 members of his offensive line out, injured. Stallworth is open. He's got a touchdown. Pittsburgh at 7-3. Landry back for the Colts. Burt Jones still out. Roger Carr's got the score. Colts are ahead 10-7. Bradshaw's out. Now he comes back. He calls the tight end screen. Benny Cunningham's open on the left. 2 blockers downfield for him. Sidney Thornton had a big day. And now Cunningham dashes in. And the Steelers pull out one that they could have lost. The wildest game matched the New York Jets against the Buffalo Bills. First play of the second quarter. Tommy Newton of the Jets is loose. 52 yards on this run. 10-6, the Jets ahead of Buffalo. Richard Todd, now Walt Michaels starter, wants Mickey Schuler, 27 yards down to the 25-yard line. 3 plays later, Jets scored again, and it was Richard Todd, this time looking for Wesley Walker, 37 yards scoring strike. It was 24-12. Last play of the half. This turned the game around. Ferguson throws it up in the air. Ball is batted. Watch the youngster Jerry Butler underneath for the score. 24-19 as the Bills close in. Then in the third quarter, it was that combination again. Joe Ferguson wanting Butler. He's got it on the near sideline. A 73-yard scoring strike. 26-24, Buffalo ahead by 2. And again, for the third time, Ferguson to Butler on the day. Butler caught 10 passes, 255 yards. The record is 303. Richard Todd trying to rally the Jets late in the game. He's hit. Fumble. Buffalo picks it up, and Chuck Knox defensive line gives him a touchdown. It's 40-24 Buffalo, and Ferguson wasn't finished. Touchdown scoring strike number 5 by Ferguson. This one to Joe Shipp. 46-31 was the final score. What a wild one that was. Irv, there weren't any that weren't wild today.
They were all wild. And of course, the Atlanta Falcons and the Detroit Lions really went head-to-head at the Pontiac Superdome, and the Lions went on the held on to win the game 24-23. Monty Clark said if they lost it, their season was over. Rookie quarterback Jeff Comlo fumbles the ball in the third quarter on the 7-yard line. Atlanta recovers. Bartkowski goes over for a touchdown and ties the game 10-10. But Comlo tries to get his club back as he goes to the air this time, hitting number 89, Luther Blue, who makes a nice catch going down inside scoring territory. And they cash in immediately after that last catch. Blue, again from Comlo, touchdown, 16-17, Detroit leading. Rick Kane going off his left tackle, takes a handoff, powers his way upfield, and scores. And Detroit takes a commanding 24-16 lead. But, you know, the Atlanta Falcons never roll over and die, you know that. Bartkowski handing the ball off here to Haskell, standback, going off his right tackle, scurries upfield 55 yards, but not quite enough.
The lowest, Timmy Mazzetti, for the second straight week, failed on a field goal that could have won the game for the Atlanta Falcons. Last year's hero becomes this year's GOAT.
Washington Redskins, Brent, and the St. Louis Cardinals met today in St. Louis, and the Redskins going into this ball game and won 5 of the last 6 encounters. Well, you can make it 6 out of 7 right now. The second offensive play for the Cardinals looked pretty good until this happened. O.J. Anderson fumbled the ball, and the ball rolls around in the end zone. Nobody can seem to come up with a handle until Don Hover from the Washington Redskins drops on it, and the Skins take a 7-0 lead early in the first quarter. Joe Theismann had a pretty good day throwing the ball today. He seemed to find the open man all day long. Cardinals blitz, drop of coverage. Buddy Hardeman's wide open. Theismann hits him. It's going to be a touchdown, 35-yard touchdown for the Washington Redskins. They take a 14-0 lead in the first quarter. Jim Hart tries to get his club back as Theodis Brown goes over the middle here and scores 14-7 Washington. Hart trying to get his club in contention, throws a pass here. It's tipped. Lamar Parrish picks it off, and the Washington Redskins hold on to win the ball game 17-7.
Thanks, Irv. The most anticipated game of the afternoon was the 2-1 Los Angeles Rams against the 3-0 Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The Cinderella story of the 79 season so far has got to be Tampa Bay's undefeated season. And this was their biggest matchup of the year to date. On Tampa Bay's first possession, in relatively good field position, they hand off to the rookie Jerry Eckwood. He's running, hit, fumble, ball is loose, popped right into the hands of Elmendorf, and then ended up falling down anyway, and it was recovered by Nolan Cromwell. The play is kind of a crazy play. Everything kind of looked well. You see that Eckwood is not holding the ball really tight. His own guy pops it out. Elmendorf doesn't even see the ball coming. It ends up on the ground. It's a mad scramble, and the Rams will recover thanks to Nolan Cromwell, and Pat Thomas makes sure that he is well protected. So Pat Hayden under center, dropping back, looking. They go with their routine screen pass. This is what killed their opponent last week, and McCutcheon with a big gain here. The 49ers couldn't stop that play all day long. And the Rams went right back to it to start the game. And McCutcheon, great hands, great receiver, good opportunity. So the Rams, they're going to go ahead and run here, hit, and just shy of the first down, or so people thought. This was fourth down. And this was a pretty big hit right here that will force fourth down on Lawrence McCutcheon. Washington with a big hit. So the Rams are going to go for it. They give it to their big bull, Cullen Bryant, and they narrowly get the first down. This is what you call a 25M hunch. It means that the halfback leads for the fullback into the four hole, basically, and then he's just got to fall forward and make sure that he gets it. When you got a big back from Colorado like Cullen Bryant, that should be an easy one. So the Rams, nice little play fake, handoff, end around to Nelson, and the Buccaneers are not even close to being fooled. Leroy Selman and company just played this perfectly. A great handoff, end around, good shot, wrapped him up. They were not about to let him get a broken tackle. So with the botched trick play that the Rams would try, it would force a 2nd and 20 thanks to the 10-yard loss. Pat Hayden is going to have to try and get the Rams out of this hole now with his arm. He drops back, looking for a target. You see really good protection by the Rams O-line. A pocket opens. Hayden decides to run for it and picks up about 10 of those yards that he had lost on the end around. Now, this is where the controversy begins. This is 3rd and 14, and Pat Hayden is going to drop back. You guys are going to have to judge whether or not this is completed. He rolls, he looks, he scrambles all the way back to the other side, plants and throws a nice comeback catch by Ron Jesse, and it looked like, or Preston Denard. It looked like he, ended up getting the first down, and the Rams are going to survive this. But the refs would rule it incomplete. You be the judge here. You see Preston Denard running a nice little corner route, stops, sees his quarterback scrambling, comes back like you're supposed to do to help your quarterback, stays in bounds, and then goes and makes what looks like a really good catch. Now, you can see right there the ball hit the ground. Now, NFL rule is simple. It doesn't matter if you have possession of the ball or not. If any part of the football hits the ground, it's incomplete. So, it's controversial to a degree, but the Rams don't argue because Denard knows it hit the ground. So they try a field goal. Frank Corral comes out, and it's terrible. It's terrible. Kind of like my high school career. Terrible. But the Bucs get the ball back. And you're going to see here, dropping back, picked off by Jim Youngblood. Gotta go. See you later. Touchdown Rams. Big mistake here by Williams. Doesn't even see Jim Youngblood. Just a terrible throw out in the flat. You could see here he's dropping back. He's looking the whole time at the receiver. Jim Youngblood reads it perfectly And that's to his running back, Ricky Bell, and Youngblood's gone. He takes it to the house. Like I said, gotta go. See you later. 6-0 Rams. You see a nice tackle there by Williams. They do miss the extra point. Ricky Bell rumbles for a big gain on the Bucs' next possession. So you can see here, nice little trap play, opens up, guard pulling, gets a nice block on Brooks. Bell gets skinny, turns it upfield, and makes a really nice play out of it, giving the Bucs a big first down. The Rams would force Tampa Bay to punt. They get the ball back. And they're going to go ahead and go to their main workhorse, Lawrence McCutcheon. Goes up the middle. Fumble! Ball on the ground. Bucs with an easy recovery. Well, that's one thing that's plagued Lawrence McCutcheon over the course of his career. Great runner. Sloppy mechanics when he runs through the middle of the hole. The flag is going to be on the Rams. The Buccaneers are going to get the ball. You can see here, it's a phenomenal inside blocking. McCutcheon has a lane, cuts it back in. Now he's got a linebacker to contend with. He gets low, but the ball is too loose, and the linebacker punches the ball out of his hands, and the Bucs are right there to recover it for an easy change of possession. So now, time changes, same drive, second quarter. Williams dropping back, looking, Larry Mucker, touchdown Buccaneers. Easy catch for Larry Mucker. Nice little out route. Hard to cover that when you've got a quarterback who has a cannon for an arm like Doug Williams. The Buccaneer faithful love it, and for good reason. You see, this is the first time in a while that he's dropped back that he's not eyeing the receiver the whole time. Nice little combo route, brings it back to Mucker late. Mucker does a good job of keeping both feet in bounds. 7-6 Buccaneers. Now, later in the game, the Rams punt. Tampa Bay is forced to go 3 and out. Now, they're about to punt. Why are we showing a punt? Usually we show a punt for one of two reasons, right? Big play, one way or the other. Turnover, fumble, what? This looks pretty routine. Well, ladies and gentlemen, what you just saw at the very front end, right here, is a roughing the kicker penalty. This is going to be Tampa Bay's second possession of the second half, or second possession of the second quarter. They're forced to punt, and they're going to get a first down because Pat Thomas pirouettes into the punter, taking him out. That is roughing. I don't care how you want to cut it. And it keeps the drive alive. So back come the Buccaneers. Williams dropping back, looking, throws. Nice shot right there over the middle. A big play. But on that pass play, he's roughed by Jack Youngblood. So again, the Buccaneers not only get the big gain inside Ram territory, but they're going to add 15 yards to it. And here's where the late hit comes in. I don't know. I think it's ticky-tack. He's coming in. You know, I don't know that he could have avoided the sack or the hit, but they rule it roughing, and it puts the Buccaneers in prime position. So Ricky Bell gets the ball up and over, nice and easy walk-in touchdown, and just like that, it's 14-0 Buccaneers. They're raining points like it's raining in Tampa Bay. Big spike by Giles, and everyone in Tampa is celebrating, happy, and loving it. This is some phenomenal blocking by the interior Buccaneer offensive line. They absolutely mow the Rams down to the ground. Ricky Bell just high-stepping into the end zone. Easy touchdown, 14-6. Now the Rams have the ball. They're moving. It's 3rd and 1. McCutcheon, not in at the moment. It's Wendell Tyler. And this is just a nice run. Again, high-stepping and hurdling over. This time the Rams offensive line mowed the lawn and created the lane for him to come through. Great interior blocking by everyone. Up and over, high-stepping, and then turns the ball loose. A little bit too loose for my blood, but he nonetheless picks up a nice gain. But the Rams don't score. Corral misses another field goal, still 14-6. Buccaneers, back they come with the football. Williams dropping back, throws. Nice completion, bobbling catch, but it is a first down for Jerry Eckwood on the reception. Incredible play. You see the two there showing good sportsmanship, no hard feelings. So the Buccaneers still driving. Dropping back, Williams looking, throws a nice post route. Hard to see. Sorry about that. You'll catch the replay. Giles with an easy 28-yard touchdown reception. Actually, I'm not sure if we even have that replay on this one. But Giles, nonetheless, puts the Buccaneers up 21-6 after the extra point. We do have the replay. Here it is. Williams dropping back. Great protection. throws. It's a three-step drop and let it go play, and it's a perfect post pattern. Giles is wide open after he split the defense. Rams with the ball back, driving. They need to make something happen down 21-6. Throws over the middle, complete. Nice first down. That's their opening play of the second half. They know they have to drive. Charlie Young with a big 17-yard pickup, but the Rams get stopped. They get the ball back. Tampa Bay coming, trying to. I want you to see this play because I want you to see what the Buccaneers do on defense. It's a swarming defense. They do it on first down on a little flare out to Lawrence McCutcheon. Now it's 2nd and 11, so the Rams lost 1 yard. Here they come again. The Rams not pushing the ball downfield, another little flare out, this time to Cullen Bryant, no chance. Buccaneers are there. Now it's 3rd down. You cannot check down against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Their linebackers and especially their ends are just too darn good. But the Rams, they don't learn their lesson. Another check down play. This time he goes to Cullen Bryant again, but no dice. Buccaneers easily stop the Rams 1-2-3. Essentially on this play, there has to be a point where you force the ball downfield. He's got protection, take a risk, he's hesitant. And I don't know why Hayden was so hesitant today, if the Buccaneers' zone defense was just confusing him, but they were forcing him to throw underneath all day long, and the Buccaneers were stuffing it. So, Buccaneers feeling it. They give it to Jerry Eckwood. Nice run to the outside. Big, almost a 10-yard pickup. Nice gain right there by Jerry Eckwood. But the Rams D would rise up like the championship caliber D it is, and they're going to stuff Eckwood here. Ball on the ground. Fumble. Rams recover. They got the ball back. This is what a championship defense does when they're up against the ropes. They create plays. A nice strip right there. The Rams are all over it, and they got the football back. But the Rams, now, they've got to make something happen, right? So, Wendell Tyler, trying to make a move, reverses field, great cutback, follows his blocks, slips a few tackles, big first down pickup. Nice chop down tackle there, but it is a huge gain for Wendell Tyler and the Los Angeles Rams. You see here on the play, it's a great little reverse of direction. He's stumbling. He sees there's too many men out there. He has nowhere to go. He reverses his field, cuts it back the other way. Nice inside move, gets his blockers to help him out, slips another defender, and then just a great form tackle right there. So, the Rams still with the football. Hayden dropping back, looking. Now he goes downfield, hitting Billy Waddy for a first down, but the Bucs are going to stop him. That's it. The Bucs, fourth quarter, Rams still have the ball. Hayden, forget it. There's just no, at that point, Hayden did the right thing and just going down. Actually, that's Vince Ferragamo now. They've replaced Pat Hayden. They brought in Vince Ferragamo, and they're not getting any better. It's no better. The Buccaneers defense is just too much. He fumbled the ball. Fortunately for him, he recovered it and stuffed again. So Hayden cannot believe what's going on. They got to figure something out. So the Rams still with the football. After stopping Tampa Bay again, they go to Wendell Tyler. Up the middle, hit, fumble. Buccaneers recover again. Mark Conti recovers the fumble. You see, again, with the loose carry, he's got the ball way away from his body. It's not high and tight. It's easy to chop out. And in the rain with the wet ball, you're just asking for trouble. That ball spits right out. The Buccaneers recover, but the Rams D will hold again. Again, we're going to take a look at this replay. You see that he cuts inside, cuts outside, but the ball is just too far away from his body. It's easily punched out. The Bucs defense, you see there, they forced 15 fumbles and recovered 10 of them. That's part of the reason why they're undefeated so far this year. The Rams D will hold. Ferragamo gets the ball back, so they hold despite the field position. Vince Ferragamo's going to say, "Frigate, I'm going to throw it deep," launches his cannon of an arm, goes deep, but it is intercepted. A phenomenal interception by Jarius White, and he goes all the way down to he's still going, he's not down, 30, all the way down to the 18-yard line, as you see there. A great return. No one touched him. The Buccaneers have great field position. There's no way they're not going to score now. The Buc fans are loving it. They're in the rain. Their team is up against a very formidable opponent. Ferragamo, 5-step drop, pump fake, tries to throw it deep, Maybe the weight of the ball, the wetness, whatever, it just never made it out to his receiver. Waddy had a step, but Jarius White was underneath and the ball was thrown short and he was able to get an easy interception. You see there, he's kind of nonchalantly running and goes, hey guys, I'm not down yet. I'm going to try and make more out of this, and dang near scores, takes it all the way down to the 18-yard line. So, third down, the Rams have to hold. Big stop right there. A big stuff on Ricky Bell, and forces Tampa Bay to kick a field goal. But because of the Jarius White, interception in return, they're in good field position. So, easy field goal. Nope, blocked by Pat Thomas, and the Buccaneers will recover the block punt, but they have the football. The Rams have the football. Another stop. This defense is unbelievable, and their special teams, Pat Thomas laying out to get that football. Great block for the Rams. Phenomenal stop. The Rams have the ball, next possession, and you're going to see here on this play, this has been par for the course for the Los Angeles Rams all afternoon long. A give to Wendell Tyler, runs up the middle, tries to fight for extra yardage, fumbles again, the Buccaneers recover again, and this has been the problem all afternoon for the Los Angeles Rams. They've been unable to hold on to the football in the rain. The Bucs, they get the ball. It's a bad snap. They barely get it off this time. That could have been a turning point with still 3.5 minutes to go. Who cares that it goes through the end zone? The Bucs prevail by holding off the Rams' defensive charges over and over again. Big 21-6 win. We are now going to throw it to our ABC studios and our Monday night crew. Howard Cosell, take it away.
At Arrowhead Stadium, they talk about experience in this league, but the Clemson kids are showing them you don't need it. The Chiefs' rookie quarterback from Clemson, Steve Fuller, completed 9 of 17 passes like this one for a touchdown, and he had help. He had help from a fellow named J.T. Smith. Help like this, the punt by Oakland's Ray Guy. Watch J.T. He broke a big one a week ago. Now he's going to do it again. Excellent downfield blocking. The quick taking advantage of the opening gap. The great speed. Then down the left sideline. 88 yards. Touchdown. Kansas City shredded the once powerful Oakland Raiders 35-7.
Thanks, Howard. Meanwhile, down in the Meadowlands, the Giants and the Eagles met. Philly won 17-13. Philly sweeps the series. Wilbur Montgomery, 29 carries, 126 yards, including a 53-yard TD run. And the Eagles improved to 3-1, while the Giants remain winless. Back to you, Mr. Cosell.
Mile High Stadium, where they always have a sellout. Denver, Colorado, the Seattle Seahawks against Denver. Third quarter action. Seattle leading 20-10. Seattle ball, 2nd and 8. The Broncos 13. Jim's on, the southpaw quarterback, number 10, passes to 84. Sam McCullum falls over the goal line. Seattle 27, Denver 10. In the third quarter, the Seahawks had moved it up to 34-10. The lead seemed insurmountable, but Denver fought back. 2nd and goal, the Seattle 2. Greg Morton throwing. Watch this. That's the tackle, number 70, Dave Sturded. A wide receiver in this formation, eligible to get the pass. 34-17 became the Seattle lead. Third quarter, 4-24. Denver still fighting back. Denver ball, 1st and 10, the Seattle 35. Craig Morton to number 80, Rick Upchurch. Touchdown. That made it 34-31 Seattle. And then in the fourth quarter, with 34-31 the score, Denver ball, 3rd and goal. The Seahawks 1. Rob Lytle busting in, and Denver with an incredible comeback victory, 37-34 over Seattle. Denver has lost only to L.A. And, of course, a man we saw this way a couple of weeks ago, sitting in the stands at the Orange Bowl, the great little field goal kicking die salesman, Garo Yepremi. The Dolphins had let him go, but he came back yesterday. He came back against San Francisco for New Orleans, kicked a field goal, an NFL record, 17 consecutive field goals. Stenerud and Cockcroft had shared the prior record. There was another old friend yesterday, the big bull, Larry Zonka, who the Giants said couldn't play anymore. Couldn't play. Look at this against the Chicago Bears. This was Larry Zonka the way he used to be. 3 touchdowns. Carried 15 times for 73 yards, equaling his 1973 AFC Championship game performance. The Dolphins 31, the Bears 16. Monday Night Football, the battle of the unbeaten Dallas against Cleveland. And for the Dallas Cowboys, who make a habit of winning late, there is this kind of typical play. The flea flicker, and Roger the Dodger starback deep to Tony Hill, touchdown. But the Cleveland Browns have the underrated quarterback, Brian Sipe, who pulls out miracle victories. And he likes to throw to this man, the much-traveled Reggie Rucker, who has found a home and excellence here in Cleveland. On the ground, the Cowboys' principal weapon is the remarkable product of ages and the Pittsburgh Panthers. Number 33. Look at him elude tacklers, cuts back right across the field. But, of course, Cleveland has a similar weapon, the little water bug from Oklahoma, Greg Pruitt. Now he's there, now he isn't. So on Monday Night Football, what hopes to be an exciting game. It's the Cleveland Browns against the Dallas Cowboys, 2 of 5 unbeaten teams in the league.
A big game indeed, one we're definitely looking forward to. You see there, Keith Wright, kickoff returns, 264 yards, a 29-yard average. No TDs, but he is leading the AFC in punt returns. Well, you also know from week 1, he's pretty good at kick returns. And here we go, right off the bat. Opening kickoff, little Keith Wright up the middle, or to the side, 30, and all the way down inside the 35, almost the 40-yard line. This is going to be Cleveland's first drive. Sipe dropping back, looking, throws. Nice play over the middle to Pruitt. Pruitt showing his jets, getting a huge chunk of yards. Cleveland is jacked up and ready to go. That was on 3rd and 9 when he hit Pruitt. Pruitt, 9 receptions, 109 yards. He has been no small offensive weapon for the Browns. He's been massive. Cleveland, still with the football. Sipe, putting Rucker in motion, dropping back. Then he goes to Rucker. Nice little motion play. Gets him out there for another Cleveland Brown first down. The Browns moving the ball. You see here, Reggie Rucker, 8 receptions for 137 yards. He's no small target. Then he drops back, going deep to his main man, David Logan. Touchdown, Browns. Boy, I tell you what, that was a great ballerina-type move on the sidelines to stay in bounds. The Browns take an early 6-0 lead. Cleveland is jacked up. The crowd is jacked up. Sipe, simple 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-step throw. That's all it was. It was a 5-step and throw play to the corner. David Logan stays in bounds, or Dave Logan stays in bounds. Browns get the ball back after stopping Dallas 3 and out, and they're not going to waste any time. Sipe, rolling around, looking, throws. Nice little play again to Ozzie Newsome. Newsome, nice little shake and bake up the sideline. First down. That was on 3rd and 1. Or that was on a 1st and 10. So, you see there, Ozzie Newsome, 12 receptions. He's been kind of the main target for Brian Sipe. Now it's 3rd and 1. The Browns have a multitude of options. Nice play action, drops back, avoids the rush. Great job of setting up his blockers. Throws a spiral downfield. What a throw over the defender. Ozzie Newsome, touchdown Browns. 53-yard bomb. The emphatic Browns spike by Newsome, and the Cleveland crowd is going crazy. The Browns are 3-0. The Cowboys are 3-0, and this is a big opponent that they're taking on, and you see that the crowd is absolutely going ballistic, and well, they should. Newsome, another big play by Ozzie Newsome. Sipe is lucky to have him, and he knows it. Crowd going nuts. Nice play action. The Dallas defense bit. Martin tries to get him. He sets him up to the inside or to the outside, goes back inside and just throws a dart over the defender, and Ozzie Newsome gets his 3rd touchdown of the game. You can see that Ozzie Newsome here gets chucked inside, and then slight little hold there, but I don't know if he thought he was turning him loose to a safety or what, but Harris doesn't get there in time. He's wide open, and Sipe's going to get it right over the Cowboy safety's hands. Harris and in to the end zone. The Browns now lead 13-0. So now Dallas has to make something happen. A little bit of a move here by the Cowboys. Staubach dropping back, looking, throws. Intercepted by Tom Darden, and he is gone. Gotta go. See you later. Touchdown, Browns. And it is 20-0 at this point once they get the extra point. And yes, they will get the extra point. Spoiler alert. Roger Staubach can't believe it. Did not even see Tom Dearden. And I'll tell you what, Tom Darden led the league in interceptions last year with 10. He is a ball-hawking corner for sure. Read it perfectly, came up, jumped the route, and took it to the house for an easy 6. The Browns dominating the Dallas Cowboys, and the Cowboys are now in big trouble. They've got to make something happen. So Staubach starts to move, gets them a little bit going. Pretty nice drive so far. A couple of quick passes. They put Pearson in motion. Drops back, launches a bomb to his deep threat, Tony Hill, wide open. I mean, not even close. I don't know where the Cleveland Brown defender went. I remind you guys, we're still in the first quarter, and there's been now 27 points scored in just the first quarter. That is Tony Hill's 4th touchdown of the year. Not even a real play-action fake, just a misdirection play. Pump fakes it to the opposite side. The corner fell down, and Tony Hill is wide open. Touchdown Cowboys. It's 20-7. Dallas with the ball back, driving again. This time, handoff, Laidlaw, hit, fumble. Clay Matthews recovers. Dallas had moved the ball so easily at that point into Cleveland territory. That fumble was a big, big turn of events, and Clay Matthews was Johnny on the spot as he recovered the football. It's a simple dive play. They're trying to get the first down. Laidlaw cuts it inside. Ball gets punched out. Matthews, right place, right time. Cleveland prevails and holds them. Dallas stops Cleveland. They get the ball again. Now Dallas realizes, okay, Cleveland, you've given us your best shot. Now we're coming after you. Staubach drops back. Beautiful pass right here to Drew Pearson. Gets the ball and slides out of bounds. It's 1st and goal. Dallas is feeling pretty good. They know they've got all the momentum. I tell you what, he dropped that dime in a cup. That throw was unbelievable. I want to take a look at it again. It's just a beautiful throw by Roger Staubach. Not too many people can make this throw. Proper shoulder, back shoulder, opposite of the defender. Like I said, a dime in a cup. What a throw. Drew Pearson, it's just a simple 9 route. He's not guessing. He's not doing any funky moves. He's just going to run and hope that Staubach gets the ball there. So, Dallas, still moving. Now they got the ball inside the 4. Everything's looking good. They're going to go to their main man, Tony Dorsett. Doesn't even get the ball. Fumble. Bouncing around. It's picked up by the Browns. The Laidlaw was right there. Couldn't get his hands on it. And Tom Landry can't believe it. He just cannot believe it. The handoff was there, but Tony Dorsett didn't have his hands in the right place. The ball popped right out. It was bobbling around, and it was recovered by the Cleveland Browns. Another stop. And like I said, Landry can't believe it. But Dallas holds again. Now they've got the ball back. He's looking for Tony Hill over the middle. Big completion. First down Dallas. Inside the 20 again. Again, Roger in the shotgun formation is deadly. Looks, throws, just puts it where the receiver's going to be, not where the receiver is. Tony Hill runs it down, but the Browns hold and they force a field goal. So, Septien in to attempt a 37-yard field goal, and it is blocked. It is blocked. It is picked up by the Cleveland Browns. No one touched him, so he's going to run it. Goes upfield. Nice solid hit there. Gets him out of bounds, and Dallas does not allow Oliver Davis to score, but they cannot believe this. They've been moving the ball all afternoon, all first half long on the Cleveland Browns, and they cannot get points. Dallas with the ball again after stopping Cleveland. This time, Jerry Shirk gets the quarterback sack. We're going to call him Shrek. He's a big man. That is a beast right there. Jerry Shirk gets the sack. Dallas again stops the Browns after being forced to punt on that sack. They get the ball, second possession of the second half. Staubach looking, same thing. Nice solid throw. Dupree wide open over the middle. Big first down. Dallas moving the ball again. Something they've been doing all afternoon long. So, you see, nice simple drop back. Good protection. Steps, throws, perfect spot. Again, he throws it where Dupree is going, not where Dupree is. Good throw, but doesn't lead him too much into trouble. So now it's 3rd and 8. Dallas driving. Still, same drive. Staubach, a little bit of pressure. Throws over the middle. Intercepted by Tom Darden again. And that's his second of the game. And the Cleveland Browns defense has just been absolutely stuffing the Dallas Cowboys. Every time they cross midfield, the Browns defense looks like the best defense in football every single time. You see here, it's a nice zone defense. They're all playing deep. They're not letting anything come up underneath. Tom, right here, jumps the route as he did before on the interception, and easy catch. Shows the ref that he has it. So, Sipe going to hit a little swing pass here to Cleo Miller. This is a big play. You see the blocks unfolding. 40, midfield, 45-yard line. Big gain there for the Cleveland Browns. And this borderline was a running play because Sipe almost looked like he threw it backwards. It's a good thing Cleo Miller caught it, because if he didn't, I'm pretty sure that would have been ruled a fumble. They rule it a completion, so it is going to count as a pass, but Cleo Miller, good job of letting his blocks develop downfield, but that will lead to another Cleveland punt. They are unable to turn that into points. So Dallas' next possession, Staubach, dropping back, looking. Oh, he's going to run. There he goes. Runs, fumble, and recovered by Jerry Shirk again. Charlie Hall forced it, and another Dallas Cowboy turnover. Boy, Dallas got bit by fumbleitis, turnoveritis, whatever you want to call it. The Browns were never faked out by the play action. Staubach had to bail out pretty early. No one was open because of the zone coverage he was going. And this is what Roger does all the time, but tries a stiff arm, but it's just punched out by Davis, and Shirk is there to recover it. So the Browns get the ball, and they're on the move. First things first, Sipe is going to look for his main man, Rucker. Nice little completion, just shy of the first down, but they will actually rule it a first down because he slid past the marker. So, still the same possession, fourth quarter. Sipe, dropping back, looking. Plenty of time. Good protection over the middle to Rucker again. Big completion down to the 15-yard line. This is really the first time the Browns have been able to move the ball. Ignore the flag. It's on Davis. Rucker with a nice little deep in and a big first down. So 2 plays later, the Browns at the 2-yard line. Sipe is going to give it to Mike Pruitt because Greg Pruitt is out with an injury. His ankle was hurt. Hit, stayed on his feet, relunged, touchdown Browns. Unbelievable 2-yard touchdown there by Greg Pruitt. Tom Landry totally in disbelief. His boys had no chance whatsoever in this game, or so it just seemed. Dallas just shot themselves in the foot. That is Pruitt's first rushing touchdown of the season. Again, he's in because Greg is hurt. Nice little hit, kept his feet, lunged it in, and the Browns stake claim to this victory 26-7 after another missed extra point. Big win for Cleveland. They are now 4-0, tied with Pittsburgh. We'll get to that in the standings, but a big, big win by the Cleveland Browns. What does this loss mean for Dallas? Well, it puts them in a 3-way tie for first place at 3-1 with Philly and Washington. St. Louis struggling at 1-3, and the Giants are abysmal at 0-4. But that NFC East is really starting to shape up into an unbelievable division, and it could be a 3-dog race heading into the stretch. The NFC Central, the Bucs are pulling away at 4-0. The Bears are 2-2. The Vikings are 2-2. The Packers are 1-3, as are the Detroit Lions, but the Bucs look like the best team there. The NFC West is tight. The Rams are 2-2 along with Atlanta. New Orleans picked up a win at 1-3, and the 49ers, as usual, struggling 0-4. But the Rams, they got to get their stuff together if they want to win that division. The AFC East, the Miami Dolphins are 4-0. New England 3-1. The Bills 2-2, looking impressive. Jets 1-3, and the Colts 0-4. We don't know what's going on down there. They've had some heartbreaking losses so far. Here's that Central that we talked about. The Steelers are 4-0. The Browns are 4-0. The Oilers are 3-1. And the Bengals, despite that heartbreaking loss, doesn't matter. A loss is a loss. They are 0-4. The Chargers' loss to the Patriots is huge. That evens them up with the Denver Broncos, both 3-1. Kansas City 2-2. Seattle 1-3. They could be 3-1 right now. And the Raiders are 1-3 to wrap up the AFC Western Division. Now, as we talk about these games coming up, and this was a crazy week. Week 4 was unbelievable, packed full of excitement and all kinds of craziness. I'm really excited about Week 5 because Week 5 we've got Pittsburgh at Philadelphia, the Battle of Pennsylvania, and with the Steelers as beat up as they are, this is the best opportunity the Eagles are going to have in a long, long time to take down their interstate rival, the Pittsburgh Steelers. So that game I'm really looking forward to. San Francisco at San Diego. How will the Chargers respond after a big tough loss on the road to New England? Now they've got a lackluster 0-4 49er team coming in. This is a sleeper game. You hope that the Chargers are going to be awake for it. A blowout, and nothing less is what the Chargers are looking for. But I'm looking forward to that game because, again, it's an interstate matchup, North versus South, Northern California coming down to Southern California. The other game that I'm interested in watching is the St. Louis Cardinals against the Los Angeles Rams. It's been an interesting rivalry in the 70s. They've really been fighting it out for playoff spots quite a few times in the early part of the decade. They played each other in the postseason in 1975. It's kind of been an odd rivalry, but they played each other quite a bit. And I'm really fascinated to see, can the Rams handle business against a weaker team? We saw them play tough at Tampa Bay, and the Bucs are a pretty impressive football team. But now they're home against a lesser opponent. The Rams got to really show and assert themselves. They've really got to show that they're the stronger team and assert themselves early if they have any chance of staving off the Cardinals. Because I'll tell you what, St. Louis is tough now. The Cardinals, they'll punch you in the mouth. So we'll have to see what the rookie Otis Anderson does and the St. Louis Cardinals offense. Looking forward to that. Hope you guys enjoyed the show. If you did, hit the like button, subscribe, spread the word. Let's get this show and the subscriptions up and up and up and up. I plan on doing this for the remaining part of the year. Hope you guys are enjoying it. I know I love doing it. And that's it for Retro Football Knowledge. Have a great day and see you next week.